At this time, we have another dynamic, explosive young man that I got the privilege to meet with myself and Sterling. We got the privilege to meet in, I forget what restaurant it was. That's how explosive his introduction and how you doing was. It was just a hi, my name is, and he went gone, and Sterling and I wanted to pass the offering plate to each other because this guy was just that inspirational and explosive. Koran Bolden is a national youth speaker and entrepreneur who advocates for students to graduate from high school while using the arts, entrepreneurship, and technology to make healthy life choices. If you would, give a thunderous ovation for this dynamic young man as he comes to the stage, Mr. Koran Bolden.
Today, I want to talk about something that's very important to me. Today, hopefully there's somebody in the audience that's moved. Hopefully there's somebody in the audience that is inspired. Hopefully somebody's faith is about to rise to the next level as I begin to get the next words to come out of my mouth. You see, mentoring is something that we all need. Where would we be if we didn't have mentors that could see in us more than we could see in ourselves? And where would we be if we were stuck in a dry desert and we didn't have somebody that had a well reserve of water to be able to feed us and clothe us and give us water to drink upon when we are thirsting for righteousness? Where would we be without those crates? And today I would like to honor the STL Football U organization for doing just that. I was thrilled to be able to come to this organization and see them in action. And when I seen the mentoring that was taking place, I had never seen anything like it before. And so if we could please give a round of applause for these awesome mentors for putting this event on tonight. Can we give them a round of applause? Feel something, Phil. Feel something. Ready? Can I go? Okay. All right, cool. You told me I could go. From the moment that I met Sterling, what could I say? Speechless. A man full of integrity. A man full of boldness. A man with a vision. A man with a plan. And not only did he just have a plan, but he put his plan into action. See, there's a total difference than somebody dreaming and somebody actually putting things into execution. See, somebody who's just dreaming without any execution is only hallucinating. But the man that actually puts his feet to the ground and steps forward and makes sure that he's standing in the ground, and no matter how many no's he gets, he looks every single day to get a yes, that is the man that is worthy for the prize. And so I want to tell you, thank you for inspiring me, Sterling, because you and your team have done great things. And you have inspired me to get up the next day and keep moving even when you didn't know. So thank you for leading by example. One more round of applause. All right, football thing is football. I can't do it at the football place. All right. So listen. How do you know where you're supposed to go next in life if you didn't have a mentor? Maybe there's somebody in here and you feel like you need a little bit more faith. Maybe you feel like you need a little bit more energy. Maybe you feel like you've accomplished all the goals that you could possibly accomplish. Well, I'm going to give you 3 keys to let you know why. Number 1, why you need to always keep a vision in front of you. And number 2, I'm going to tell you how to execute just like Sterling Finney has done and his team has done. The first thing that you'll need, anybody ever played this game before? It's going like this: rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, go, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, go, rock, paper, scissors, go, rock, paper. I see you dancing in the back. I see you in the back. You about to get started. I see you. There's this game that I used to play. It was called Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I did not know that in this game called Rock, Paper, Scissors, it actually had a philosophy that would change my life on decision making. See, everybody that makes good decisions in life, they get positive things in life. But if you make negative choices, negative decisions, and you go in late and you leave late and you leave early, if you do those type of things, you are not fit to be a king in this thing called life. And so the first thing that you will need is your rock moment. What is your rock moment? Like, what do you really believe in? Like, when you wake up every single day in the morning and life seems to drive you crazy, it feels like you can't even give any more, and you're looking like, where in the world am I going to go next? The thing that keeps you going is your rock moment. It simply means to believe. So one day, check this out. You're going to like this story. One day I decided to get up, and it was pretty warm outside. I said, I'm looking pretty good today. Just had a fresh new haircut. Brushed my hair on off, and I decided to get into my car. I turned my car on, I said, close the door. Got in the car. What's the first thing you do after you turn the car on? After you turn the car on, what's the first thing you do? Seatbelt. No, not seatbelt. Not right now. You got to be cooler than that. What's the first thing you do? Which is like, mirror? No, not the mirror. Somebody said it. You turn on the radio. There you go. The first thing that you do is turn on the radio. So I decided to turn on my radio, and it went like this. I said, hold on, my car ain't coming on. Hold on. Hold on. I turned my car on, and then the next thing I did is I turned the radio on. I said, and you don't talk about my radio. I hear you don't be talking. Don't talk about my radio. My radio went, and this cool beat came on. It went like this. You could join me if you want to join in since you're talking. Like, watch this. Watch it. It went like this. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey. So I turned on my radio, right? And I'm feeling so cool at this point. I'm like, man, I might as well go ahead and put my seatbelt on cool. I'm feeling kind of good. So I said, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey. So I put my seatbelt on, right? And then I began to go down the road. Listen to what I'm about to say. I'm starting to go down the road, and out of nowhere, I began to see this cute little furry squirrel just out of nowhere, just looking all just cute and furry. I said, oh my God, this is a cute little squirrel. Yes, you are. You cute. You gonna get out the way. I know you are. Yes, you will. And he didn't get out the way, and so he began to go left, right, and he began to go like this. Indecision. Could not decide what he wanted to do with his life. See, everybody in this room, you start off in point A and you want to get to point B, which is across the road. But when you're in point A and you want to do something great in life, there's this thing called the gray area. Everybody say gray area. See, there's this thing in life, whenever you want to do something great, you say you want to do something great, that is only point A. It only takes 5 seconds to decide that you want to do something great in life. It only takes 5 seconds to say that this is my purpose and this is my calling, but it'll take a lifetime for some of us just to achieve what greatness could possibly be. And so there's this gray area that tries to trick us. It tries to tell us that there is a distraction coming, that the car that is coming your way, little squirrel, can outrun you, it can outbeat you, it can outdrive you. Don't you dare think about coming outside of your comfort zone, because getting to point B is impossible. And so instead of this squirrel began to know the gift that was truly created in him since the foundation of the world, he had this gift on the inside of him called speed. And if he would have only knew at that moment that he didn't have anything to worry about, if he would have only knew that he had this gift on the inside of him called speed, he was born with this gift called speed. All he had to do was activate this gift, and if he would have activated this gift, he could have got across the road without a bruise. Somebody say, hi. He could have got across the other side of the road, but instead he started to take his eyes off of the prize, and instead he did the only thing that he knew possible. Instead of taking his eyes off of me and keeping his eyes focused, he went back to his comfort zone. How many of us have truly experienced what it takes to really be great? How How many of us have allowed fear to come on the inside of us and trick us out of our gift that can get us to the other side of the road and say, I'm not tall enough, I'm not the right color, I'm not the right complexion, I don't have the money, my parents aren't around, and you make up all of these excuses of why you can't. But I'm saying, look at your gift, and I'm telling you, your gift alone will make room for you, and your gift alone will tell you why you can. See, ladies and gentlemen, what am I saying today? What I'm saying today is that somebody in this room, and I'm not just talking to football players, there is somebody in this room that needed to be here tonight because you needed to be activated. And I speak right now into existence with everything on the inside of me that you are being activated right now. You will not leave out of these doors the same way you came in. I am telling you that there is a provision for your life. You might not have the money, you might not have the support, but I guarantee you, as you begin to take one step forward, and you keep saying, oh, but Koran, I'm going to take 2 steps back, and I'm saying it is okay sometimes to take 2 steps back, because when you have 1 step forward, you take that 1 step forward to get close up on what your enemy is, and I don't know what it is. It could be fear, it could be poverty, it could be lack. You take a look in his face with your 1 step forward, and it looks really big at the time because you're so close up on it. But when you take 2 steps back away from it, I can then see that my hand really isn't that big. But once I step close up on it and I take my 2 steps back, I can then begin to use it as a runway to jump over every hurdle that has ever come in my life. And it's exactly what football you's doing right now by being a mentor, by giving you a vision when you don't even have your own. The second thing that you will need to be successful in life is a paper moment. Everybody say paper. Paper. Say it like I said it, say paper. Paper. You will need a paper moment. Paper just simply means to write it down. It's not good enough just for you to believe in it. You have to write it down. Young fellas in the back, that means do your homework. That means get your diploma. That means get your paper in order to get your paper. You got to get your diploma in order to get some real paper. You don't have to do drugs. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to do anything illegal. But once you believe it in your heart, believe it in your spirit, believe it in your mind, and you write it down on paper, there is something powerful about when you write something down on paper. When you write it down on paper, something in the atmosphere begins to get activated on the inside of you, and you begin to use your faith, and you can literally move mountains. Somebody say amen up in here, because I'm preaching up in here. Pass that plate on, man. Pass that plate on, man. The last thing that you'll need in order to be successful, see, I'm so glad and I'm so thankful. Once again, I can't tell you enough, bro. Like, I am so thankful to be here tonight because I had a mentor in my life. And even in business, one of my mentors is actually sitting right here at this table right here, Mr. Mark Anthony. Sir, I want to tell you that you have changed my life. The way that I used to come past your business, I never seen a businessman in my life. And for me to come past your business every single day and to see how you treated your customers with honor and respect has done so much more than words can imagine. I watched you even when you didn't know that I was watching you. And I'm telling you that these young brothers in this place, you guys are doing just that. And you're not just talking about it, you are walking by an example that doesn't have to even speak so much. You don't have to tell them to pull up their pants. You don't have to tell them to do your homework. I just want to be like you because there is something radiating from your spirit. And that is exactly what you guys are doing. And I want to give you a round of applause for that as I get ready to close, because I know I get long-winded. I'm going to close it on that. You feel it? You feel it? The last thing is this. I dedicate this to you. See, we all believe in something. We can believe in something, and we can all put it on paper. But the hardest thing, just like even for the squirrel, the hardest thing is to focus. It's to focus. After you 100% believe in the vision that you have been given with your talents and your gifts, and you discover that gift, then after you write down the goals that it will take for you to be amazing, and you put it on paper and you work day in and day out to achieve those goals, the very next thing that will happen is distraction. See, distraction comes to see if you really want it. distraction comes to test you and try your faith to understand that, hey, you say you want this, well, let me try to distract you, whether it be the kids, whether it be the finances, whether it be the bills, whether it's Christmas coming around and you're like, it's not going to be like last Christmas. I don't care what's coming your way. I am telling you that you will endure. I don't know who I'm talking to in this place, but I speak life over you right now, and I'm telling you that whatever you're going through, no matter what you're going through, I speak it into existence. I say no matter what you're going through in life, I speak in existence that something great is about to happen for you, and it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen out of nowhere. You're not going to be able to think about it. You're not going to be able to calculate it in your mind, but I want to let you know that a new chapter is about to start for every person in here, and I speak in existence that there are new scholarships coming your way. Football students, I speak scholarships upon scholarships upon scholarships. Come on, somebody. I say scholarships upon scholarships in every single school that you're looking to get into. I speak right now that there are scouts that are going to come pick you out of everybody else. People that are more talented than you. Woo! Wow. People that are more talented than you. They have more height than you. They had the best football training ever since they were a little bitty boy. And I speak right now, there is favor on your life because something great is about to happen. Somebody make some noise out there. The last piece that you need is once you start to move forward in life, the last thing that after you 100% believe in the vision and you believe it with all of your heart, and after you write it down and you take the time to write it down on paper, the very next thing that you must do when these distractions come is you must learn to reach deep down in your pocket and pull out your scissors and cut away everything out your life that don't line up with what you believe and what you wrote down. What are you saying, Koran? When somebody comes to the side, they say, hey, bro, let's just go get on these drugs real quick. You're going to say, that doesn't line up with, I can't do it. As much as I feel this peer pressure, as much as I want to fit in, I can't do it tonight. Because you know what? If I do that right now, when I compromise who I am, I'll compromise what I'll do on the field. I don't think you understand right now. I want this really bad. I want to be able to be something great. I want to be able to take my family out the hood. I want to be able to do something that nobody else in my family has done. And I'm going to cut that away, even as tempting as it is. I'm going to pull out my scissors and I'm going to cut away. But then, see, there's always a then. Then there will come the moment in time where you will have to lean on your mentors. And your mentors have the ability, when you don't have your scissors and you don't have the strength to get up the next day, your mentor has the ability to pull out scissors as well. And they have the ability, the special ability, to cut away every string out your life when you do get tangled up in the world, because the world will tangle you up. Listen to what I'm saying. The world will tangle you up. It's going to get hard sometimes, and sometimes you're going to need a mentor that's going to cut away the strings for you. And that's what this organization has done. And as I close, I'll leave it with this quote. At Street Dreams, it's the name of my organization. Today I'm going to use it in honor of you, bro. At STL Football U, you go from cheering in the stands to playing in the band, to playing on the team, to owning it. Young people, you have the power to be able to believe beyond what you're currently believing. And the last piece is what he said is that sometimes in life, listen at this closely, this is for somebody in here. Sometimes in life, you may think that you're supposed to be on a football team, but God himself is calling you to own the football team. See, it's a difference than playing on the team than owning the team. See, when you own the team, entrepreneurship, when you own the team, it takes the eyes off of just you and it goes from me to we. You get the opportunity to give other people the opportunity to play for the football team. And so as I close today, I want to thank every single mentor that has decided to mentor one of our young boys. And I thank you so much for your time. Thank you.